Hello, it's me, Nico, and I turned around my computer's monitor, so now I just have a mouse and my project. So, today, I was sick, couldn't make it to my, college, but, little to my knowledge, while I was asleep, from being super sick, throughout the morning, and actually all the way to 1, so throughout the morning and then a little into the afternoon, one of my teachers emailed, oh no, first things first, there was a blizzard in town, so the high school canceled, and so I felt like I didn't have to drive after being feeling guilty for sleeping in, and then one of my teachers said she couldn't make it to the school, so we're gonna do our class online, and and so for my class I have to draw something inspired by The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because it's a English Comp 1 and we were studying The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe to get a better idea of how to read and write, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean. It's a college course where you learn to read, but of course it's not just reading, it's reading critically and learning something from it, obviously. So today, got my good old sketch pad that I barely ever use, and I have, check this is the right side, and I have my extensive collection of pens that all work, probably, and a few pencils, and an eraser, and colored pencils. I think I'm probably mostly going to use pencils, because I am too bad at drawing to do anything else. This one's out of ink, so there's a correction. That doesn't work. Sticky notes. Book of sticky notes. Very fun when you want to prank your bros. It's just a prank, bro. Alright. So I'm gonna move the face cam. I'm wearing my good old fashioned Snuggie. Hashtag not sponsored. I don't know if they're even making these anymore, but yeah, I got the one size fits all before the kids Snuggies came out. Kids Snuggies, or whatever you want to call them. So, alright. Yeah. Alright. Just gonna start working, and I'll fast forward through it for you guys. Okay, so as you can see, there's a box. There's a box on my paper. So this is going to be the scene in the movie version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, where they have to cross the stream, and the wolves come across the top, and then fight them on the other side. Yeah. So my envisioning is that I would try to make this middle area pop out. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I'm going to try. And somewhere down here-ish, I'll make a look like a cross, or look like a sword stuck into the ice, but I'm gonna break from the movie a little bit and make it facing like the sides of it this way instead of this way like it was in the movie, so that it would look like a cross. So that's my envisioning, my vision for this piece of art. Back to fast forwarding. Alright, I'm moving on to the light blue. And I'm starting to think of the direction the sun is coming from. I guess I'll make it that way because that's the way the light's coming from right now. Putting the shading on the icicles that were on it. It's quite easy when they're see-through objects. Wow, I'm gonna get this done way before I have to. It's only 2:18. If I sent this in relatively soon, my teacher would probably be like, keep working. This is like a very bad drawing. It's a rough draft, I should say. Ooh. That's the best part about mechanical pencils. You don't have to sharpen them in between each time they break. So, if you can see, I'm going to replicate this blue and black half and half on all of these lines. So, maybe we should have story time. I looked up how frozen waterfalls freeze when I was thinking about starting this project, and it turns out the water obviously doesn't just stop moving like it looks like. The water freezes in little pieces I forget the name of them, but it sounded a lot like feces. It was like fecal ice or something. Anyway, you could look it up if you want to know specifics. I'm not going to take a break from this to find out. So it freezes into these tiny little disc-shaped patches of ice, and those patches of ice find each other and stick together. So then there's bigger chunks of ice in the river. And then they also stick to the stone sides of the waterfall, unless of course it's a free-falling waterfall, in which case it would just cling to the overhang and freeze downward. So yeah, the water just mixes constantly in a river, so it kind of freezes at a uniform rate all everywhere along it. But yeah, on the frozen waterfall, it freezes from the outside in, and it's pretty cool. If you ever want to see some nice pictures you could put as your desktop background, that'd be frozen waterfall, or put like glowing frozen waterfall. I've seen a few on Google that were like lit up by the sun. It was pretty cool. I'm wondering if I should put some in my curved area. Yeah, I think it would be less realistic if I didn't. I think the actual backdrop for that part of the movie had a lot bigger random pieces of frozen shapes on the waterfall, but I'm not really going for accuracy, I'm just going for recognizability. So it's a frozen waterfall. Maybe I'll like once over it with the blue. Maybe add some shading to the right sides of these. This is a quick and easy step. If you got a big area to cover and it's all uniform anyway, just kind of twitch your arm and then touch up later, of course. Like in corners and edges. Oh yeah, I learned in psychology what it's called when you don't have a complete shape but it looks like a complete shape. Yeah, I forget what the word is though. Oh, Gestalt psychology. Yep, that's it. That's totally it. Yep. So I guess I'm gonna touch this up a bunch before I send it in, or else she'll think I'm not actually working with my classmates, which I'm not, but I'm pretending I am, because she said to conduct a class online, so. That's a blue above the area one. I'm gonna start over and make a better final copy whenever I start that. Okay, so I'm going to I wonder what would make that look more like ice, because I don't know, it looks kind of like a regular waterfall with hair. I guess there's no way to stop colored pencil from looking like colored pencil, but still. Oh yeah, rocks. I need to make rocks. computer, which I'm not on heavy. Oh, anyway, there's no this I have to around 3-ish, and I don't know. I'm just gonna hang myself together. It's really just talking to you. It's really hard. Oh, you know what I just realized? My surprise game that I was talking to you about won't work on this computer because it doesn't have a disk drive. That sucks. Dang. Oh well. Oh well. Look like a stereotypical Russian guy. Oh well. Oh well. Except my face is like super skinny. My beard is like super tiny. Anyway. Logics. There's a blizzard outside. That's my excuse for wearing this indoors. Whatever. I don't need an excuse. I don't know. Alright, so I have to right now I'm making the rock wall that ends right about here. I'm gonna make some like rocks down here and then like snow. Okay, rocks. That was a bad idea. I'm trying to make them not all look like they're jammed together like a stone castle wall or something, but it's kind of how it's gonna look. This looks so uniform. I'm so bad at this. Uniformity, but I'm gonna go fast so it doesn't look like it's uniform. How about I throw it off by putting a shape in the middle and then working outwards from there. Now it'll look uniform but in the opposite direction. Arg. Making random looking stuff is not as easy as it looks. Maybe I'll just like put rocks inside that rock. Yeah, that looks completely different. Completely normal rocks. Oh hi, you're just gonna be right in the front of the camera. Oh, well the mic fell over. It doesn't work anyway, so say hi, Tanner. Hi. Hey, everybody. Whee. You get to go that way. No, not on the table. Onto the couch. Blah. Good girl. Alright, let's make one more, because that totally looks normal. Yay. Okay, so now I gotta do the same thing on the other side. Dang it. Hate that. Oh well. This is a rough draft, so you don't have to be perfect. That's why I need second one ahead. I always start off with nice, and then I like get huge and lazy after that. You get the TV. Yes, it's quite good. Okay, just great. If you do it wrong, they look a lot like flowers, and the style that I'm going for dies, so gotta be extra careful about them lines not looking like flowers. I already messed up because now I have the idea of what would make it actually look like rocks. Wish I would have thought of that before I started ruining my picture. What? No, it's just English. Yeah, it's supposed to be entire title in order. What happened? What? Force brand intensity. So yeah, I'm school where I had a match bowl on Saturday, or Friday Saturday, and it was fun. So I did. Movie you want to watch today? I was using right Netflix. That's boring. Don't you think? No, I can't go to the you're working on it. Good person, good? No? I was thinking 3 o'clock. Yeah. I will even put it. Cannot rush art. Well, this isn't art, this is crap, so we can rush it. We can rush whatever we want to, so. Looks so bad. So, yeah, I just did this side and this side. It sort of looks like rocks, right? Kind of looks like they're pushing in, like this way, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like they're creating a cavity? Well, at least on this side, it looks like they're all like going two-dimensionally, like inwards instead of outwards. Did I say two-dimensionally? I meant three-dimensionally. But yeah. So this should turn out acceptably for a first time. And then Wednesday I'll start over and draw it better. So 3 minutes, okay. I'm gonna quickly try to draw that sword. Or maybe I should shade it first. Where'd that pencil go? Oh, I dropped it. Straight lines. Straight-ish. Going out. It's supposed to be just three-dimensionally saying that you're on the ice. And you're looking at the waterfall. Because that's how it was in the movie. I'm gonna push through that one. Sorry. You guys get this stroke there. Okay. Alright. Now I need to use black girls so it won't look like ice. Right. Oh shit. I need to do it's okay. I draw about this small as small as that. I'm gonna use that all the way up. That's right. That was starting to relax. Right. Bad.
There he is. Alright. Let's do some.
Okay. So this is gonna be my submission for my teacher. I'm gonna turn the light back on. See if I can hold it up in a way that'll make it still work. There. You can just sort of tell. I don't know if you can really tell, but it looks almost right in the middle and bottom, but I didn't go very three-dimensional up here, and this I might have done it too much. Yeah, and the trees don't have branches, but oh well, my time's up. I gotta send this to my teacher. So, thanks for watching. Cover up the copyright stuff. Have a good one.